What's going on, campers? Campfacer here. Today I'm gonna be doing a little vlogging in my backyard again during these rough times. I hope everybody's pulling through this rough self-quarantine time in our life with this whole virus thing going on. I don't want to say the word, jinx us even more, you know. I figured I'd bring these two guys out and talk some Friday the 13th the game. I know there's a lot of gamers out there. There's a lot of non-gamers out there. Maybe you guys are still interested in this, but as you guys know, Friday the 13th the game here, which I love, it's been going on for over 3 years now. Till this day, 3 years later, for an asymmetrical multiplayer game, low budget, it's still one of my top favorite games. It never gets old. I mean, playing the same 5 maps over and over again gets a little boring, but every time you play, it's a different experience, and there's always something new you can come up with, or a new way to like make up a new challenge. Or for instance, I mean, on the PlayStation 4, I'm already way beyond. I'm on level 150. I've been there for a long time, so I should probably be on like level 4 or 500. Be careful up there. I moved on to the PC version, and I'm on level 96, I believe. But anyways, if you get bored with the game, for instance, I created a challenge called the Jason No Abilities Challenge. I don't know if my camera is wobbling around in the wind, but basically the No Abilities Challenge is, if you start as Jason, don't tell anybody you're doing this, because then they'll be ready for it. You gotta take them by surprise. Basically, you don't get to use any abilities. My rule of thumb is you're allowed to morph once and once only, so that way you could trap the phone box. But other than that, no abilities. So the challenge is, how many counselors can you actually kill before the match is over, or can you kill anybody? I think my top is 4 out of 8. And of course, you got to use a jogging Jason. If you don't, then you're screwed. Yeah. Anyways, I know a lot of people think the game's dead. It's not dead. How could it be dead? If it was dead, it wouldn't be playable. Dead to me is a game that the servers are gone and you can't play it. The only thing you could do is the offline. So how is it dead? It's not dead. You could try to prove me wrong, but you're wrong. It's not dead. I go into some lobbies on PC and they're like, this game's dead. I'm like, no, it's not. They're like, it's dead. It's dead. It's not dead. It's not dead. You're dead when you play the game. If I'm Jason, you're dead. If I'm Ted White, I'm going to slice your throat and crack some skulls. That's what's going to happen. Anyways, yeah. Let's just pretend that the lawsuit ended tomorrow, and let's just pretend the devs, Gun Media, decided to make that business decision and say, hey, let's add something new to the game. We all know they said it wouldn't be smart for them to dive back into the game after all this time because of money, and it just doesn't make sense. But let's just pretend here for a second. Let's just pretend that we had the opportunity to add some new content to the game. All right? What would you guys want added to the game? Like something realistic. What would you want added to the game, like that would really make you happy? I'll say right off the bat, I would at least want one new map. At least. Anyways, let's just pretend. And I would want one new map. I would want maybe 3 maps. That would be amazing. 3 maps would make me another happy camper for another 3 years. If the game does last that long. Hopefully it lasts even another year. A few other things that would be really fun, that would be realistic, is either a new counselor or some new clothing packs, some new kills. I'm sure there's some kills that are on the back burner that haven't even been released yet. Some new Jason kills, some environmental kills, new maps, new clothing packs, stuff like that. A lot of stuff that people would enjoy to have in the game. Some unrealistic things I would love to have in the game. I would really enjoy having some new traps. I brought this point up before, and I think it'd be funny as hell, it'd be cool as hell. What if there was some snare traps in the game? When I say a snare trap is one of those like little hidden rope traps on the ground, and when you step in it or an animal steps in it, it triggers and it snags the ankle, and it has a pulley rope system up in a tree or wherever, and it tows that person or animal up in the air, upside down. That would be hilarious. My idea would be Jason gets his typical bear traps, but then he also gets X amount of snare traps. Now, snare traps can only be placed in key points in the game, and it would maybe show Jason where those key points are. It would light up as he's walking around. And say he has 3 snare traps or 5. Say he's walking by a tree in front of a cabin, or the front door of an overhang on a cabin. Say that overhang, he walks up close to there, it lights up. Oh, he could place a snare trap. Now, when he places a snare trap, it doesn't show up on the counselor's vision, so that way it wouldn't give anything away. It's a total surprise. Take it by surprise. Now, what happens in this situation is, say a counselor runs to go in that door where the said snare trap is. He doesn't see it. He goes to run on the door, and this is what would happen in my book. Goes to walk in the door, but before he even grabs the door handle, he sets off that snare trap. He goes upside down by a rope, hanging in the air, maybe about his head's yay high, like 4 feet off the ground. Now, when he does that, that said counselor, his TV screen monitor, whatever he's on, will rotate. So when you're playing the game, now you see upside down as you're like kind of swaying like this, upside down, to give you that whole immersed effect. Everyone else doesn't see that way, just the person that's hanging upside down. Now, the only way to get out of that situation is if you have a pocket knife on you, you can cut yourself free. But then you're using your pocket knife. If you don't have a pocket knife, somebody else out there has to find a pocket knife to cut you down. That's the only way. Unless they came up with the idea if you had a machete, then you could cut them down, but a lot of people could find a machete. Now, if Jason comes over and finds you hanging upside down, you can only imagine what's going to happen, all right? I thought that'd be a really fun, funny implementation in the game, and you know, it wouldn't be overdone. It would just be a jump scare surprise. You never know when you're going to step in one. You never know, shit, should I go in that door? Oh, crap, should I go over there? Maybe he could put them inside a cabin. Who knows? I think that'd be great. I think it'd make the game so much fun just by adding that one little thing in there. Yeah, so I know the lawsuit is coming to an end really soon. I was told, we all know the game's not going to have anything new, but let's just, knock on wood, hope, pray. You never know. What if us fans, the loyal fans of the game, us loyal franchise followers, what if there was another Kickstarter backer for the game just to get a new map? Something, you know? I'm not sitting here complaining. I'm not sitting here begging. I'm just optimistic, and I have a lot of fun. This is, again, one of my favorite games, and it would just be freaking amazing, you guys, if something new could come to the game, you know? I'm very optimistic. I have a lot of hope, and I just know you guys do too. And I know Gun Media, those guys are freaking awesome. Wes, Ronnie, all the old school people, Randy Greenback, the new people, you guys, this game's awesome, and so isn't Mr. Jason Part 7. But anyways, I hope you guys are. I'm gonna call this vlog good. I hope you guys are enjoying your time right now. It's spring here in Rhode Island, and it's starting to get warm enough to wear t-shirt. t-shirts and shorts, which I need to go and buy more shorts. Right now I'm rocking the sweatpants. I've been out of work. Not because of what's going on, but because of my back problems. I've had a lot of back problems. I've been going to physical therapy. But I did get sick from this whole thing, and I don't know if it was actually coronavirus. I said it. All right. Anyways, I'm going to go play some baseball with my kid, because that's what I like to do. Enjoy time with my kids. And I thought I'd do this little vlog for y'all. Look at that. What is that? Show the camera what you got. Is that a new Jason weapon? Is it?
I don't know.
What would Jason do with that thing?
Maybe whack people's heads off.
He would whack people's heads off with it? There you go, a new kill. There you guys go. Yeah, you know what would be a funny kill? Another thing, imagine if we got little boy Jason in the game.
I want that.
Imagine little boy Jason. He's in the virtual cabin. You guys get to see him down in the basement. So, I mean, imagine that skin running around. He'd run, and he could jump up in the air and, like, scratch at your eyes or bite your neck and start, like a vampire. I don't know. Maybe it would be stupid. What if we had Mrs. Voorhees in the game? Could you imagine Mrs. Voorhees running around with a knife in her hand, and she could jump on you and stab you, or like take a hammer or something, or she could knock you to the ground and get on top of you and start like pulling your hair and like grabbing your head and start bashing it into the ground, like in the movies. Like she's kind of like that one tough guy. She's almost like a tomboy, tough guy woman that's just tough. She could take a beat into the head, and her weapon of choice might be a big knife. You know, maybe she gets 2 weapons. What if part 7 Jason got the weed whacker from part 7 of the movie? Like, what if he's got his normal weapon, but then if he goes to the barn, they put the weed whacker there. He could grab it until it runs out of gas in the game. He could and knock doors down quick with it, and like go up and like
houses.
You know, huh? Anyways, you guys, I want to say thank you for watching this vlog. Until tomorrow, the next day, I will see you guys later. Make sure you like this video. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think? If you guys have not subscribed, please do. And as always, you guys, stay out of the woods.
Said we could work out whatever the trouble might be, and though I still want to leave, it's getting harder for me. But maybe it's something that happened, or something you gotta